Greetings, fellow humans. My name is Flailbot. Welcome back to Let's Try Surviving Mars. We're now on episode 4, and we've kind of got our plan together. It's an exciting time. I'm going to try to get a dome down this episode. So I guess in the next like 3 or 4 soul days. Let's see. Things to do, things to check. We are researching. We have so much research queued. So we will be fine. Yeah, good breakthroughs and then all this cool factory stuff. I'm not really sure that we need this, but I kind of want to explore what happens in the robotics tech. I know that shuttles do something. They're different than rockets. So, and of course we want to upgrade our oxygen production. We already have our water production upgraded, right? Water. Salvage. No. Wait, that's a drone hub. Hold on, guys. There we go. Hydroscopic. Hey, wait a second. Hygroscopic coating. Plus 50% production. Upgrade construction cost 2 purples. Blub blub blub. How much water do we have? Quite a lot. Since we don't have any people. I have no idea how much water people will consume. If we will desperately need to upgrade things. Once we get people here. Right, okay. Mr. Discovery Man guy is on his way to that, I'm assuming this anomaly. These are underground resources. This is some concrete and some more underground resources. Along with some surface metal. Blah, 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 blah. And we have tons of concrete over here, which we're storing. A little concrete storage doodle. Got some more drones here, which is great news. So we have a heavy drone load, which is probably not great. Unfortunately, we can't see here what his drone load is. That's okay. We'll figure it out. That's underground, that's surface, these 3 are underground. So we're looking to build one of those there. Underground mining things eventually. Production. Yeah, but we need peoples. So we're gonna have to get ourselves some humans before we can start mining underground and mining, building factory stuff and whatever. Of course, I have no colonists. I got some resources. Oh, we have some polymers. Might be worth upgrading. The dumping site is getting full, so we need to build another one. Although I wonder if it's worth just maybe turning off this thing. Because we have hundreds of concrete. But you know what? We'll need it all eventually, right? Right?
Sector scanned.
I have no idea. Okay. Build another one of these things. No, I could build multiple button. Hold down shift or something. Hey, it is. Great. Okay, so we're just gonna fill this whole thing with concrete. That'll be great. We scanned another sector, so we're looking at the rest of these sectors. Again, nearly 4,000 concrete. Sweet sassy molassy. That's over here. Not exactly nearby, but I guess we can harvest it eventually. I wonder if there's interesting stuff in this recessed area, in this crater. Nobody knows. Drone hubs in control. Fuel refinery is producing fuel, I assume. Did that stored fuel just go down? Oh, they're loading it into the spaceship. Okie dokie. I mean, I suppose. There's nothing else to do with it, right? And then, eventually, we may want one of those tunnels going from here to there, right? Well, I'm suspicious that I have no idea what I'm doing and should not do that. What building's not working? You. You are an oxygen pump. As are you. Oh, right, okay, good. So we have... Wow, we have stored a ton of oxygen. Let's kill one of these guys in the evening. And we're just gonna run them very intermittently. Because we already have quite a bit of oxygen. As far as I know. I have no idea. Domes. Domes consume, I guess, 1 air and 1 water per time. Wow, and 15 power? Okay. This is our current grid. So we're going to need way more power production before that thing happens. Did we ever buy that Stirling generator? I can't remember. How big are these? Oh, they're really small. We could build 3 of these for each one of the large panels and get a total production of 6 in the same amount of area, but with a maintenance cost of 1.5 instead of 1. So if you have space, then I guess solar panels. If you have resources, then not. So, dome? Right, obviously it needs power. We want to connect it to our water network. What is the ring around it? Is that where my workers can go? There are visual variants? Hold on. Well, assuming I'm pressing the right buttons here. That's not happening. No cable connection. Jeez, these guys need internet too? Okay. Time still running? Good. So we want more power. So why don't we just build a second power grid over in this area? We want 15. So the disadvantage of these guys is that they don't require metal, but they require machine parts. So if we needed... These guys require polymers, which means if I'm going to build solar panels and charge them, then I'm doing polymers instead of machine parts. Seems like a combination of these two, moderate maintenance and low maintenance, are a good choice. And we're going to do we have any overage? So during the okay, I'm just gonna wait a moment and see how this works out, because I think during the daytime we have a significant overage of 33. Whoa. And during the nighttime we have less. Wait until it gets to be night and our solar panels go down, and then we'll see what happens. Because maybe it's just not worth it to build solar panels, as our production is so inconsistent anyways. Our demand goes down because we've started cycling things, because our production goes down. I guess we can sort of do the math, right? We have 3 things that produce 5 that during the night go down, which means from our normal production we need to turn off 3 things compared to running full. But since I have this off for half the day and this off for half the day, and these guys each only offer 1 cycle, it's not quite the same. So I could hit this guy off as well in the evenings, and then I would have 7 or so extra power. And during the daytime I could run more things using the cheaper solar panels. Why don't we turn you on during the second daytime shift? Turn you on during the second daytime shift. Then we will build one solar panel and 2 wind turbines, which we will connect to these power cogways. I assume, probably not rightly, but I assumed anyway, that this whole thing will have its own little grid. But I do have to have adjacency to everything here, don't I? So what if I instead, oh good, they're already basically building them. That will do, and then we will hit adjacency like that. Should definitely get some switches. Switches have maintenance? No, they don't. So we could do something like if we put a switch here, then if this cable gets a leak, we can cut it off. If this cable gets a leak, we can cut it off here. Mr. Discovery Man guy, we'll go there. Cool. Sporto is, that was the wrong button. Sporto can go charge. There's still some more surface metals to pick up here. How do we do this? Right click, left click, nope, M, nope. Scroll up, that was right. A polymers deposit? What?
Sector scanned. Select
Yes,
a sector to
please.
scan.
You are going to grab all the resources you could possibly find and bring them back to this universal depot. Sector C4 is scanned. We have more scans to do. Percentage bonuses, that's a good one, that's a good one, that's a good one. 200% is good as well. And that was 140. Yeah. So. Okay. He is interesting. Finer control of what your guys are doing. Okay. Alright, we're still looking at maybe making some power switches, which I think is a pretty great idea. Put a power switch here, then everything's still connected if we get a break here. Put a power switch here. Yeah, that's too many things, but we could do one there and one on this break, and then does that work? And by that I mean if I disconnect the do I have to isolate the break from sources of power or from buildings? From sources of power, clearly. Right?
Here we find it on Mars.
Okay, so we found ice 15. Great. It's a super dense phase of water ice. And we got 500 million dollarinos from doing that, which is great news. You are complaining because you are... Oh, not yet connected to a power consumer. Okay. You have nothing to investigate, so you can go home by going and standing on a power strip. I kind of want to order another rocket, but I know that that's sort of critical for starting my next area, and I don't want to order it too early and then just have it be useless. Because I want to get another one of these research dudes to boost my research further, and I want to get more of these factories and such that I don't have access to. Okay, our power surplus is 5.4. Let's put this down here. see what happens. I don't know what the cable connection is. I guess that's probably they need to be connected to power. So we can say power to you. Where's your connector? Okay, we're gonna point the connectors directly galactic eastward here. Seems like as good a place as any, right? We don't want to be super close to the extractors, but I have no idea how big their radius of destructiveness is and how bad dust is for domes. So let's go here, and we will cable after the switch loop to there. Should work. You guys are done complaining because you're connected to a grid. Anomaly was successfully analyzed. Wind is a thing. That's good. That's useful that Mars has enough atmosphere that we can have wind turbines. That's neat. I would really love if this game could very long term have you like harvested enough resources and put enough stuff down, like oxygen harvesting and releasing frozen carbon and releasing frozen water from the Mars surface, that you could make Mars like terraform it, basically. Just take a while to do it. That'd be a sort of a fun late game goal, I think. Okay, Q4 scans, that's okay. We're happily chomping on some concretes. Got a lot of metals here, which is great, and a lot of this concrete is going to go here. Actually thinking maybe we should turn this on all 5 or all 3 cycles because of the intense consumption. We're here, we'll want to build up our stores before we use too much of it. Oh, we have 30 concrete here as well, so... Fuel we do not have in the general storage. Oh, concrete we have here as well. Okay, so we have like 90 concrete sitting around in this area. And... what are you? What's this? You could launch. But we don't have anything to sell, so that's... we're ready to launch, but we don't want to launch. We want to get rare metals extracted. Cool. Okay, RC Dude Sporto has harvested all the materials, mostly. Hey, wait a second. And the polymers. So maybe like show the resources on the ground, because there are so many little gewgaws here and doodads and bits and bobbles. Just harvest all the things and bring them back. Okay, hold on. You're not working because you have insufficient power. That is absolutely the worst news ever. Let's prioritize these wind turbines, or else we're not actually going to be able to get our dome running. We don't want to dismantle. Ooh, wait. We need drone prefabs. Drone prefabs are produced in the drone assembler, okay, which we don't have. And I can dismantle a drone. And interesting. Okay. Status: maintenance needed. I wonder how much deterioration you resolve by doing maintenance. Like if it resolves all of it, or like 70%. So there's, well, why don't we click request maintenance. That is annoying, that mouse scroll feature. And we would like to make sure that this thing has enough power, so we want to turn off. You're off in the evenings, you're off in the evenings, you're on in the evenings. Why don't we just turn you on during the daytime? And you're on at night as well, which is ridiculous, because we don't need to produce water at night. Although our total demand is now really low, so go ahead and produce fuel. Total demand is 15. Good. It's nice that you can turn things on and off with relative rapidity. What about this? Can you manually activate it to cut off the power supply? Bloop. Bloop. Does this thing lose power when I turn this off? Morning, inactive night shift. That's not quite a problem. Okay, and then this thing, we still have this upgrade potentially to do. Control click upgrade on all moisture vapors, which would cost us 6 polymers. We have 2 polymers, so that's not gonna work out. What was that other research we had? Didn't we have one? This guy. Okay, so when we get there, we'll have to see what the Moxie stuff is all about. And we have 6.8 million. Well, 6.8 thousand million. It could grab a boatload of research. How much does this cost? 3,000 and can be repeated. I feel like ironically, maybe not ironically, but if we outsourced, we get 10,000, which means we can research this 3 times. Okay. And it costs 2 million, so it wouldn't be worthwhile. Let's do a small outsourcing. So once we actually build a dome, don't we need to like put buildings and stuff in it?
Sector scanned.
No more resources. Living quarters, 10 concrete. Nursery, living space for children. A playground cultivates perks requiring 8 polymers. Oh my word. A school requires 10 electronics and 25 polymers. No, 25 concrete. Generates research. Well, that's cool. Residential space. Service comfort 80. 9 workers. Produces research. Acquires tech. Spacebar. I got one of those. Relaxation, drinking, social. Dining, social, food. Costs food for this service. Medical service. I'm reading game. I'm sure that that one building is fine. Open air Gaim. This seems good, but my word, 8 polymers. We're just gonna have to have like a rocket come that is literally full of polymers. A casino complex. Security. Renegades? What? Grocers makes food. Okay, art. Uses polymers to make authentic Martian art. Service comfort. Dome spires. Okay. And then these are services. Guess they also take up one of these little 3 sets. I don't know. Nobody knows how this works. There are literally no people on the whole planet. Still a polymer on the surface here and 17 metals on the surface here. We could find them. Seriously, where are these mysterious metals? There are 11 of them. So we'll take Sporto. He's gonna harvest all the things and bring them back again to the generic place. We're not gonna launch you because you're not full of anything. I would like to plan... Too far from drones. Too far from domes. Oh no. Is this actually the work distance? I really hope that's not the distance that they can work at, because then I think I just totally broke this game. Where was I supposed to learn that? What is...
Vehicle battery low.
Oh, my vehicle battery is low. I thought I told you to charge Sporto when you were sitting over here. Did I screw up that clicking? That's plausible. And you have insufficient power. Why do you have insufficient power? Oh, because you're broken.
Sector scanned.
Maintenance is already requested. Okay. And these things have not been finished being
Research
built
complete.
because we don't have
Milestone
any
achieved.
machine parts. We have achieved a breakthrough. Go me. We have a vehicle with low power. I have just encountered a massive disaster. Oh no. You're not working, you're not working, you're not working. We don't have any machine parts. Do we have any machine parts over here? 7 of them. 8, 9. Okay. Sporto, you're not doing me a solid by just dumping stuff on the floor. I guess the rest of the drones pick them up, but jeez. Alright, buddy. Come over here and charge up, because we're gonna need to get some machine parts down here. I didn't realize. What is that? What is this? Drone batteries. Oh no! Drone, why? Oh, but one of my drones went and charged him because he's a maintenance drone, and I was charging from the sport thing. Did I actually have enough polymers to build this? I didn't, did I? I think we're gonna have to get another rocket in. Just full of, like, metals and stuff. We're gonna... Go on, get out of here, rocket.
Milestone achieved.
Yay! Cool. Another Chivo. So hopefully that produces lots of dust and, you know, severely damages all of my buildings. Oh my word, this building has deteriorated. Sporto, you charging? Okay. Come over here. Get all the machine parts. Oh, I researched giant crops. Nice. Which did what again? Unlock giant crops which have improved food. Is that like... life support? Farm. Fungal farm. Well, I suppose I can choose the crop when I build it. Too far from domes. Must be placed under a functioning dome. Well, I don't have a functioning dome, but theoretically, I suppose it would do something like this. Requires a dome. Oh well. So you're controlling the 7 drones, which is fine. Maybe we can land a rocket over here so we can sort of expand in this direction. It's just concrete, but it's better than nothing. Can you reach? Yeah, you reach all that area. You reach that area. That's fine. All right. We need rockets unavailable because one's traveling, or what? Oh, okay. I had abused both of mine. Alright, kind of want maybe one of these fancy pants generators. Although currently we're doing okay. Maybe another drone hub would be cool. Just for backup. We could also take... Oh, look, we can just make polymers from water and fuel. We can do that. Making our own polymers is a great idea. Electronics from rare metals. Currently we don't need any electronics. Machine parts and metals seems like a great idea as well. Hold on a second. Before we do this, back. Close. We are researching We're not researching this, but we already researched the cargo space improvement. Okay, good. Let's do this thing. I'm thinking these two buildings, for the time being. The Sterling generator feels advanced. Something that we probably won't have room to build for a while, but could be very useful for tiding us over. I would like another explorer. Ah, it's really expensive. How big are they? 10 bajillion kilograms? Okay. This could be useful for expansion. They also weigh 10 bajillion kilograms. I did want some drones, but I left 4 there because the... Yeah. Okay. Or we don't need orbital probes. Maybe we should use our orbital probes. Oh, we don't need them because we already have deep scanning, don't we? I'm feeling like we kind of want to dump a bunch of money into getting these parts so that we can get our buildings rolling. Because we're going to need these parts in order to build things like polymer factories and whatever. So we'll use these to kickstart our thing. We should maybe buy some food for when our colonists arrive. I don't know where you store food. I guess in the rocket for the time being. And then once this is done, we can buy our passenger rocket. Because our... No. We don't have that much room. A couple drones. Another Sterling generator? They're expensive, but don't weigh very much. Okay. Right, so you're borked because we don't have any machine parts. We're getting 30 machine parts. We're going to spend so many machine parts when our rocket arrives. You're on the way back to Earth, which is totally irrelevant. We can unpin you if that's a thing. I've got a wind turbine selected. That's not what I want. Can I unpin him? Meh, okay. So the rocket will arrive. I'm going to choose to park it down here. Just barely within range of our drone hub, and then hopefully we can just unload a bunch of resources from it. We'll stick it way over here to keep it far away from our solar panels and stuff, because I think they're going to suffer from dust. And I told demand is 1 from my fuel boat. Have some fuel produced. This also needs maintenance. I did not realize how rapidly we would need these machine parts and factory things, which we're doing. But it's going to take us another 2 days or so. Okay. Okay. Boy, these drones are taking their time getting that concrete to where it needs to go.
Cable fault reported.
Oh no. Okay, wait, we can
Sector
test this, right? So this cable vault says I'm losing 5 power juice. My production is 9.3. I switch this. I'm losing 0 per hour. Glorious! Mr. Discovery Man, you're full, go there. And we have a massive lack of power because, well, because of that. What we can actually do is put another switch, since we have so much, put a switch here. And then we can still power everything else while this place is protected. Assuming something like this happens, I probably won't want to shut off power to the dome in general. We'll see. Alright, so we didn't quite get a dome done this episode, but the dome it's like 30 of 80 plus more than half metals plus 40% polymers done. So it's looking pretty good. Hopefully we'll get it squared away next time. That's our plan. Thanks for watching. I have been Flailbot, and this has been Surviving Mars. So far there's no one here who's alive, so no one's died. So we've survived. Count that as a success. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.